Hi, my name's Clement Gallagher. I'm a contract supervisor down here at Bow. If you'd like to follow me around for the day, we've got some works in Barnet, and I'll just show you a standard day in the life of a Bouygues supervisor. So every morning lads get a briefing before they go out, just to outline what risk assessments and method statements they should be following and what their day's work is. So today lads, you're out in Barnet, you're excavating for the CCTV bases again. Obviously you need to be aware of your buried services, be aware of the public interface. If the footpath's under 1 metre, you can't maintain at least 1 metre. Shut the footpath. Your risk and method statements are in your pack as usual, along with all your stat drawings and all your site breakdowns. If you've got any issues on site, we'll be up there, but if I'm not there, just give me a call. You're unsure about anything, stop. Again, weather is a bit rubbish today, so be aware of that as well, because that'll be a contributing factor. At the moment, I'm just going through their job pack, just making sure they've got all the right stat drawings, all their permit digs are applicable and everything's in date. In their job packs, we've got their vibration sheets, we've got their permit to digs. They've also got their risk assessment packs in their vans, which then the daily briefing, I'll write down what risk assessments and method statements apply to them, so then they reference them throughout the day. We then also have their stat drawings, because we're digging the roads. They've got their gas, electric, water drawings to ensure, it gives them a heads up before they start digging. They know what's down in the ground. Get a shot of that, please.
Like a jockey, mate. Look at that.
So originally we hadn't planned to come to this site first. The original site we did go to, we had to abort our works down there because we had another contractor working in the vicinity. If we'd started our works on that site, we would have been conflicting with theirs. There would not have been a footway for the pedestrians to walk up. So I called up the local authority, informed them of this, and we've now moved on to this site here today. So what we're today, we've got to put a new CCTV column in, so this is the first stage of it. Lads have set up site, they're going to go now scan, make sure they've marked up for all buried services. Then what we'll do is start excavation. We'll dig our hole out today, get that ready for concreting on Monday morning. As you can see, we're on quite a busy junction here. We've got the main bus garage there, so what we've done, we've closed the footpath section we're working. We've got a safe passage just round to the right behind you that the people can walk through the bus stop. It's an extra 10 steps on their journey just to get around us. Obviously we've got live traffic going up and down. We've got the guard railings there, so the lads are protected by them. And like I said, if you can see over there, Liam's now scanning the area out, and they'll mark for all buried services within the vicinity where they will be working. So where Liam's marked up now, he's indicated that there's a power cable going through in that direction, and he knows not to put the breaker down there just to avoid any cable strikes or any damage that we may cause when we're digging down there. Leo, get another barrier off, stick it across there. Stick it across there so they don't go walking out. So what I was just saying to the lads, as you can see, even though we've got our signs out, people are still trying to walk into the road. So we're just going to put a few extra barriers around the corner just to keep them directed around to the safe passageway. And we do as much as we can to keep the public safe. Obviously we've got our warning signs out. Again, you'll see during the day, myself and the lads will be informing public of the safe passage route. But the problem we come against is if we put a arrow board out directing the pedestrians in a certain direction, we then as a company take on the liability. I don't want you getting run over. So if we were to tell someone to walk down this footpath here with a directional arrow, and they were then to fall over or have an accident, it would then be our fault because we've directed them in this way. As you can see, Dale's been walking up and down removing spoil from site. Because it's such a tight site, we can't leave our spoil on site tonight because we have to open this up when we leave site so public can pass through when we're not here. We've got a compound safely set up just on the other side of the road, so we can store all the spoil that comes out, and later on tomorrow we'll have our grab lorry come up to site and remove everything. Well, one of the other roles as a supervisor is to ensure all the operatives working underneath you are trained and competent for the works they're carrying out. I have to make sure all the lads' training and cards are up to date, and if they're not, they will not be coming out to work for us doing this type of work. But everyone you see working for us out here today is trained and competent and assessed to the required industry standards, and not only that, Bouygues' own standards. So basically my role is more or less done on site now. The lads know what they're doing, they understand what they're doing, site set up safely. So I'm going to shoot off now. I've got a few more emails to do back in the office and getting job packs ready. I hope you've learned what it takes to be a Bouygues supervisor, and hopefully I'll see you out on site one day soon.